If you haven't downloaded the Bloomerang Volunteer app quite yet, feel free to pause this video and on your smartphone, go to either Google Play for Android and search for Bloomerang Volunteer, or go to the Apple App Store and search for Bloomerang Volunteer there. Be sure to download it, and once it's downloaded, you can come back to this video and we'll review how to check that out.
If you are a role manager, your opportunities in the Bloomerang Volunteer app will designate you as a role manager. In this video, we'll be going over how a role manager's view and actions differ from a typical volunteer in the Bloomerang Volunteer app. When you open up the app, you'll be shown your list of opportunities. If you are a role manager, it will say that you're a role manager right next to the opportunity. We can also, just like we are with a volunteer, click on the little side icon up at the top and then look at the upcoming shifts, hours worked, look for a next opportunity, update the contact information in our profile, or update our settings. Let's go into an opportunity where we are the role manager. Currently, we've got nobody checked in, which means we've got one schedule problem. That schedule problem is not enough staff checked in. Keep in mind that we are the manager for a role and not the whole shift. And so when we open up our staff list here is everybody who is designated for this particular opportunity. Well, we want to narrow it down just for the folks that are part of our role. And so we'll do the filter list and we'll do scheduled now. And this is our particular group. And we could go down even further if we wanted to let's say scheduled now, roles, dig site, that would be us. And this is Dom Toretto and his group of friends are going to check in. So we'll do check in. Now this is a multi-day event that I have. So when I go back, 14% are checked in. That's completely fine. That is 14% of the people for this event in total, and not 14% of the people that I am a role manager for. As you can see, our schedule problems went away. If I wanted to send a broadcast, I could send one right here. I could broadcast to a targeted group of people by selecting the recipients, and this would send that through the in-app message. If they don't have an in-app message, it would go to their phone number. If they don't have a phone number associated with them, it would go to their email, and so forth and so forth. We can also take a look at any messages. So if messages are coming in, if there have been any changes, or if anybody has replied to a broadcast, it would show up here. And then lastly, we have the master schedule. This is a master schedule about the whole event in and of itself. Down here, again, if you have a multi-day event, you might just filter the list and just say, okay, let's look at the current one. And this would be dig site right here. Checked in, folks. And a little bit more details about the particular shift in and of itself. Within the staff list, we can also take a look at a person who has checked in. We can see their particular information. This person is bringing a group. And so that is, we checked in Dom Toretto. Dom Toretto is bringing 4 other people with them. They're just nameless people that we don't have names for, and so they're bringing them in. In this instance, we've got their email, contact information, emergency contact. Over here on the calendar icon, we've got the particular shift that they're signed up for. And then we've also got general Bloomerang volunteer information, so roles, t-shirt size, date of birth, any of that information we can fill in here as well, or they can fill in on their end. That is how the role manager view works in the Bloomerang app. Again, it's a little bit different than the volunteer version, but as a role manager, you are able to check people in, manage your roles, manage the shifts, all from the app.